Hey guys, welcome back to Black Dog Vintage and Antiques. I am Nikki. With me as always is John behind the camera and Nick's snuffling and snorting around our space. It's gross. She's in search of snacks, which don't exist on the floor, but she'll find them. So, promised you the haul from Country Bumpkin and Antiques in Montgomery Valley, New York, just outside Woodstock, big hippie chair. So I thought we'd start first with the jewelry. They had a basket filled with jewelry and we could have been there for hours looking through it all. Ooh, I forgot I put a piece in my pocket. Hold on. So I'll show you this first. First up is the man bling. These are silver toned cufflinks with a little S and little scribbles. And they're just really kind of classy. You know, guys don't wear stuff like this anymore. We need to bring this back. So we got a lovely little set of T-bar, and they flip down like that, little T-bar cufflinks. Next we have a lovely necklace, and this, I actually picked this up because I thought this opened. It doesn't. It just, like, that happens. And then that happens. But I thought this part might open. And I thought it was neat. It was boho. It's very, I'm going to keep slipping out of my hand. It was very, boho inspired with the cowrie shells, but it's not cowrie shells. They're plastic. I wish they were cowrie shells. That would have been even awesome. But it's a lovely piece. I'm going to hand it to Mr. Magic Hands over there on the side. Next we have this enameled pin. And I actually think that the front of the brooch is older than the back because it looks like it's been repaired. So here is the enameled. It almost reminds me of a lid for a nice jar. And it is a lovely blue cornflowers and some nice leaves. This part up here is all plain, and see on the back, I don't know if you all are going to be able to see it. It looks like in here that it's been repaired. Somebody glued it back on. Maybe put a safer clasp on. Who knows? The other piece I picked up was this snowflake star kind of inspired pin. There's no markings on this one. It isn't really all that hefty. It's a lighter weight piece. It's really pretty. Just a simple little C clasp on the back there. Off to Magic Hands again. The next one, I thought this was actually heavier than what it was. It looks like it weighs a ton, but it is so lightweight. Kind of that black enameled, almost Russian or Eastern Europe inspired pin. I thought it'd be really great for, you know, somebody like me who wears all black. I just don't do gold and I don't do pins. So we picked up that guy. Then, saving the signed pieces for last. Then we picked up this. I'm going to show you the back first. The back of this is copper. And I thought that was really neat. It's a copper brass pin. But then when you flip it over, the front is enameled and it's painted and you can feel the little ridges. And I just thought this was a great pin for your brooch for the fall. Really pretty. These pieces are signed. I am going to massacre this, but this is Logeskov or something along those lines. It's a Denmark company. This is hammered pewter and it's all hand designed in here. Simple little on the back, but this was just for that mid-modernist piece. I just thought this was really neat. Okay. This piece here is a Sarah Coventry seagull for the woman who dares to be different. That was their tagline. They were kind of the Leo Sophia of their day. So for the seagull lovers out there, I thought this was really neat. Here we go. And then the last piece is actually not a brooch. It is not a pin. It is a piece, a pendant piece, and it is turquoise and silver tone, and it is, like, here, look, it is huge. And this is from JJ and Company. Jeanette, I think they were called originally. And I used to, back in the day, go to flea markets, and this is the stuff that I would search the flea markets for. And you're lucky you're getting it because I really wanted to keep it. So we did the jewelry. Now let's move on to the paper. I love to do art. I do lots of different art. I do acrylics. I have been known to do some jewelry. I do have some jewelry I've done. And my favorite new media is mixed media. And I've just started to get into this, so I saw these guys and I was going to keep them for myself, but then realized maybe they're too good. So this lovely piece is an easel, yellow flower. There's nothing here, something could totally be written here, a little picture cut out and put there. This one's actually in really good shape. Really good shape. So there's that one. Then we got the Christmas ones. We got the little Victorian Christmas lady. She's a little bit sturdier cardstock, so I really like her. And the back is really nice, a little yellowed with age, no big deal. And we got another, this one so doesn't look Christmas, but it says Christmas. It's like Christmas in, I don't know, a southern warm climate with the flowers and no snow. It's got the rounded corners, and once again, it's, you know, a little yellow. These are older-ish. I have no idea. I'm not into, I just picked them up because they look nice. I don't know what dates these would be. This guy makes me giggle, though. Here's my little Georgian butler who, you know, has definitely had some damage to the front of him. He's got some paperware there, and he was definitely ripped off of something that somebody had, maybe some old scrapbook, but he just made me chuckle. The historian in me just thought that was hysterical.
I thought that was a picture of my grandmother.
Don't do your grandmother that disservice. These are neat because they're different. These are actual paintings that have been done in black and white print, and they are German. They have the German titles underneath. I don't know, my Germanness, I don't have a lot of German, but I have some German in me. So this is like a, I don't know, ancient housewife, we'll call her. And then this one here is, it's a Christ scene. So it's a, you know, highly religious scene. Your grandmother would have loved that one.
Christ.
The other piece I picked up, so those are for sale now on our eBay store. We're selling them in lots of 2. You know, check it out. You'll see us there. Hey, and while I'm thinking of it, don't forget, like the video, share, subscribe, comment if you like something. If you want more of the stuff that we've picked up, let us know. Get more of that stuff, and I'll buy it from you. Help keep us going.
And subscribe. Give us the finger, not the middle one.
The next thing I picked up was this Agatha Christie, and then there were none. This I'm keeping this one. It's got some, you know, somebody had, I don't know, coffee or water stain there. I liked the edges of the paper, and there's the rough cut edges of the paper. And I love the way old books smell. I do. I love books. But this one I'm keeping because I'm a big Agatha Christie fan. And like the day before we got this, we were actually just debating what was the best Agatha Christie book of all time. My daughter said, and then there were none, and mine was Murder on the Orient Express. Mystery lover? Let us know. Okay.
What's the one I like? Where they're on the island.
That's this one. And then there were none when they all start disappearing one by one. No, you like Evil Under the Sun.
That's it.
You like Evil Under the Sun. I don't have that book yet. I'm on the hunt for it. We're going to a used bookstore this weekend. We're going to try to hit the Read It Again bookstore. We have a big used bookstore in town. Hopefully we can find some cool stuff that maybe I'll be willing to let go of because I like my books. Yeah. Okay. Next we're going to move on to the really old stuff, the stuff that I love. The stuff from the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the Art Deco stuff, the stuff that, you know, my grandparents grew up having in their house. The first piece I had, and I have to thank Scott's Old Curiosity Shop for educating me on this, because I walked into the room and the heavens opened up and the picker angels started singing and I screeched. I literally screeched. Ah! I know, that was a horrible screech. Let's not do that again. I saw her across the room and I ran over. Well, I couldn't run because I was still on crutches. I hobbled over and said, get out of the way, I gotta pick this up. This beauteous flower frog lady, and I'm being very delicate with her because she is from the 30s. And I hope you can see her gorgeousness. She is a partial nude figure. She is covered up down here with a nice little towel, sitting on a tree stump. So she's kind of like just snuck away and taken a bath in a crisp, cool pool on a hot day, which I really feel like doing today. But she is lovely, and she is a flower frog. She even has the lovely little detail of, how many times can I say lovely, in her hair with the little beads. But when you get up close to her and you see her highlighted Oh, she is just beautiful. And she is a flower frog. Now, she does have, I don't want to call them cracks. They look like cracks, but I can't feel anything. So maybe they're straw marks. I don't know. If you know, let me know. I'm going to try to scooch closer here so you can see what I'm talking about right in there. Right there. That maybe if I do that, you can see the little crack. But it's not because I can't feel it, right? So she would have been part of a set. She would have gone inside a big console bowl, and I have seen the pictures of her in her bowl. She would have been glorious. She was $5. $5. I am keeping her, though, for now. See, I'm being selfish, right? I'm keeping all the good stuff. No, I'm keeping her because I am not sure if that is a crack or a straw mark. So she's going to stay here with me for now. Maybe I will sell her in the future. The other piece that I haven't put up for sale yet, but I might be talked into doing it just because I think it is neat and I like it, and you know, I like glowy glass. This does not look like glowy glass. This is Indiana custard glass, and it is a vegetable serving dish, and I love on the back there's like this iridescence right in here, this like swirly, marbly, slag-like iridescence, although it's not slag glass, it's custard glass, and it does glow. And I just thought, I really kind of want to keep it for now and put it in my kitchen. Because although we have a modern kitchen, which is still getting worked on, that's a story for another time. Although we have a modern kitchen, we want to add these little touches of stuff from the decos, from the Art Deco era, from the 20s and the 30s, and you know, that classy, when things were cool and made to last and use. Now this last piece of 1920s, 30s, and 40s is actually from 1930. I want to say 30 to 31, but it could be 31 to 32. In that time frame, it was made for 1 year and 1 year only. And when we found it, John knew how much I love my uranium. Here it is. It does have a lot of utensil marks. This was used a lot. This pattern here, it's got parrots, 3 parrots sitting on a branch with 3 little birds, and it's got bamboo canes, or I should say palm canes. This is a very rare pattern. I didn't know what the name of the pattern was at the time when I picked it up, but I knew that usually it's flowers or plain or waves and ripples in the glass, not this design. So I said, oh, grab that one. So we grabbed this, I brought this home. This is federal glass. It's the Sylvain pattern, although it's commonly referred to as the parrot pattern, and it is pretty scarce. Even the lady, when we were checking out, said, oh my gosh, the deal. You paid $8 for that? There are people in here all the time looking for this pattern. So this is up for sale right now in our eBay store. So go check it out if you are a lover or you need this platter piece. Like I said, it does have, and I don't know if the camera's picking up all of, I can really see it from my angle, but there is tons of utensil marks. So it was definitely used and loved, and that's what a good antique should be. Well used and well loved. Now, onto the Kitsch. And he's making fun of me behind the camera. Can you believe this? Ugh. So we're going to start with this guy here. We got a trunk up. We found this cute little guy at the Country Bumpkin also. We got a little trunk up gray elephant. And I'm going to find his mark. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, here it is right here. It's on the double foot there. Made in Italy. I'm trying really hard. You probably can't see the mark. But trust me, right there is stamped in Made in Italy. And he was just adorable. He is up for sale, I think. Yeah, all of the rest of this, all the Kitsch is up for sale on our eBay store. All right. This lady, let me scooch closer to tell you. This lady was a steal. This was made in, I'm going to try to get it right. Probably going to have it upside down. Occupied Japan. And we freaked when we saw her because she was marked down from, I think it was $8 to $1.
Yes.
Yeah, they were trying to get rid of her. She reminds me of maybe a Japanese kind of knockoff on some Austrian pottery that was around at the same time with the little snow people out and about. It's very similar. I could be wrong. Let me know if I am, but it's very similar to some of the Austrian pottery that was getting done, or ceramics that was getting done at the time. She's lovely. She's carrying her little ball. She's got her little red shoes. She's all in white and green, and she's going to be perfect for Christmas.
What are snow people?
Snow, well, they're not snow babies. You know, snow babies are the little white guys, but I don't know. She just reminds me of, I don't know, like she's not running from a snow beast, you know. She's...
A wampa?
Not a wampa. We're not doing Star Wars yet. Although, Austin is thinking of selling off some of his Star Wars collection. He's very excited about that.
Oh, it is vintage, though.
Yeah, well, he realized how much it was worth, and he realized he wants to make money. He's 17. He's our baby. He's our 17-year-old baby who has been into Star Wars since he was 3, and he just has realized now that vintage Star Wars, he needs to sell off his 1983 collection, which was his dad's collection. A lot of it was his. But he picked up some pieces on his own as he got older. All right, keep going with the little white baby Kitsch. This guy, I'm not a kitschy girl. We don't do the kitschy stuff all that often. We really don't. We're a little darker than that. But, I don't know, there was something about this that I actually really liked. This one. And if she doesn't sell, I'm not going to be mad that she didn't sell. She is a big-eared, a big-eyed, probably totally from the 60s when all that was going on. She's got the gold detailing down her backside, in her ears. She does have, I'm going to come a little closer so you can see, right in here, and it's a manufacturer's defect where the glazing has gone over and is just smushed. But her flower is in great condition. She is stamped made in Japan, and we just thought she was, well, I thought she was adorable. This is a piece that I wouldn't mind if she stayed. I wouldn't mind that at all. These next pieces, John remembers having these.
Yes, I do.
He grew up with 2 old ladies, one born just before the turn of the last century and one born just after. So he was raised by his great-grandmother and his great-aunt. So this is stuff he remembers having around, all proper. You said your grandmother used to drink high tea at 3 o'clock.
Yes, tea and toast.
Tea and toast. She was a Czechoslovakian?
Czechoslovakian.
Czechoslovakian. We're going to find some of that pottery and glass for her and keep. So we have a set of 4 of these guys in all their glory. So we get the yellow guy, who his paint, they've been loved and used. What can I say? The red one especially. For some reason, this red guy got really beat up. Not just on the front with the paint, but the back is a chip right there. So he got a little beat up. So apparently nobody liked the green and the blue colors. So we've got the green guy and the blue guy. And the blue, actually the blue guy does have a tiny, the blue guy does have a tiny little chip right there. But we have these guys up for sale too. We were very excited when we found all 4, because to find all 4, you even said you only had 3.
Yeah, we only had 3 of them.
Yeah.
I think we had the yellow, blue, and the red. The green, I don't think we had.
One of these days he will be on camera with his Hawaiian shirt and his tiki mug that we got from Texas Uprising, Vintage Texas Uprising from Tammy and David. He had to have it because he bought his vintage Hawaiian shirts from another store. So you'll see him in those eventually. And last and not least, but I always try to save the best or one of the best for last, especially if you love Kitsch. These little beauties are, and I would keep these too. I'm not into Kitsch, but totally would keep these because they're little baby boho pigs. Salt and pepper shaker. And when I tell you these are in beauteous condition, they not only have their original, both of them have their original stickers, they also have their original stoppers. There is nothing wrong with these little beauties. I actually think that they were sitting in someone's cabinet since the time they came out of the box, and then the person who owns the booth just went and popped them right into her booth. And we paid $8 for these little lovelies. I love the little hippie flower stamp on their butts. So, well, that's it. That's the haul from the Country Bumpkin. Hope it wasn't too long. Glad you guys stuck around. Before we sign off, I want to give a very special thank you to Jodi at the Thrifty Pigeon. Jodi Renshaw. Jodi with an I, not a Y. I'm sorry I've been typing in your name wrong every time I say hi to you out there. Forgive me. I'm not worthy. But she was the first person to subscribe to our channel, and she's been super supportive, and we absolutely love her channel. She is one of the people that we try really hard never to miss. We even rushed home from picking last weekend to make sure we saw her show when she was on with Lilac. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. This week we'll be doing a couple more shop with me's hopefully. So don't forget, thumbs up, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, check out our eBay store. And if you saw something that you love, even though I said I'm keeping it, drop us a line. Let us know that you want it and we can make a deal. We'll work it out. Okay, that's it. Stay swanky and stay classy.